Hello and welcome back. We're diving into the 50/50 course, and today it's all about Unit 10, Say That Again, Review and Consolidation. This unit is all about making sure the English you've learned really sticks. In Arabic, the title is كل ذلك مرة أخرى, مراجعة وتوحيد. So let's get right to it.
So, this unit is basically a big review session. We're going to look back at everything we covered in Unit 6, 7, 8, and 9. This means we'll be practicing our skills with some really practical topics. Occupations, that's al-waba'if, free time, waqt al-faragh, possessions, al-mumtalakat, and buying things, shira' al-ashya'. This is a fantastic chance to get even more comfortable with everyday English.
Okay, first up, let's jump into some review exercises right from page 54. I'm going to give you a question for a picture, and your job is to come up with a great answer.
Okay, picture this. You're at the movie theater. The question is, excuse me, how much is the movie? In Arabic, that's afwan, kam سعر الفيلم? Now, a really natural and helpful answer would be something like, it's $10 for adults. باللغة العربية, إنه $10 للبالغين. Simple and clear.
All right, next up. Imagine an older person asking a younger person about their career. The question is, so young man, what do you do? Or in Arabic, إذن يا شاب ماذا تعمل? A very common and perfectly good answer here is simply, I'm a student. باللغة العربية, أنا طالب.
Here's a friendly one. Do you have any pets? Which in Arabic is هل لديك أي حيوانات أليفة? Now, if you have a whole zoo at home, just saying yes doesn't quite cover it, right? A much better answer gives some detail, like, yes, I do. I have 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a bird. باللغة العربية, نعم, لدي. عندي 3 كلاب وقطتان وطائر.
And for our last question, let's have some fun. Imagine you're talking to a rabbit named Norbert. You ask, how often do you eat carrots, Norbert? In Arabic, that's كم مرة تأكل الجزر يا نوربرت? Now that phrase, how often, is asking about frequency. And since we're talking about a rabbit, the perfect answer is, I eat carrots every day. باللغة العربية, آكل الجزر كل يوم.
You're doing great. Now let's switch gears and put your listening skills to the test with an exercise from page 55. I'm going to play 4 short conversations for you. Your job is to listen carefully and match each conversation to the correct picture in your book. You ready? Let's do it. Okay, here's conversation number 1. Martin, Adriana, are you free this Saturday?
No, I'm not. I always go shopping on Saturdays.
What about Sunday?
I have a piano lesson at 10 o'clock.
Well, when can we work on our assignment? And now for the Arabic translation. Martin, Adriana, هل أنت متفرغة يوم السبت؟ Adriana, لا, لست كذلك. أنا دائما أذهب للتسوق أيام السبت. Martin, ماذا عن يوم الأحد؟ Adriana, لدي درس بيانو في الساعة 10. Martin, حسناً, متى يمكننا أن نعمل على واجبنا? All right, on to conversation 2. Listen closely. Father, so tell me about your new boyfriend. What does he do? Daughter, guess. Father, does he wear a uniform? No. Father, is he a salesman? No. Father, I give up. What does he do? Daughter, he's a student. And here's that conversation in Arabic. الأب, إذن أخبرني عن صديقك الجديد. ماذا يعمل؟ الابنة, خمن. الأب, هل يرتدي زياً رسمياً؟ لا. الأب, هل هو بائع؟ لا. الأب, استسلمت. ماذا يعمل؟ الابنة, إنه طالب. Ready for number 3? Here it is. Wife, oh look, here's a nice yellow sweater. Husband, it's okay. How much is it? Wife, it's not too expensive. And look at these boots. Honey, do we have any money? Don't worry, I have a credit card. And now the Arabic translation. الزوجة انظر هذه سترة صفراء جميلة. الزوج إنها لا بأس بها. كم سعرها؟ الزوجة ليست باهظة الثمن. وانظر إلى هذا الحذاء. حبيبتي هل لدينا أي مال؟ الزوجة لا تقلق لدي بطاقة ائتمان.
And finally, our 4th conversation. George, do you have a new car, Allison?
Yes, I do.
Is it a minivan?
Yes. We need a big car for the kids.
I see. How many cars do you have?
4.
4?
Yes, I have 4 Mercedes.
And let's hear that in Arabic.
هل لديك سيارة جديدة يا أليسون؟
نعم، لدي.
هل هي ميني فان؟
نعم، نحتاج سيارة كبيرة للأطفال.
فهمت. كم سيارة لديك؟
4.
4؟
نعم، لدي 4 سيارات مرسيدس.
All right, how did you do with the matching? Let's check the answers together. So, Conversation 1, where they talked about their assignment, that one matches the picture of the students. Conversation 2, all about the new boyfriend's job, that clearly goes with the father and daughter. Conversation 3, with the sweater and credit card, has to be the couple who are out shopping. And of course, Conversation 4, with the minivan and all those Mercedes, that matches the woman with her cars. Fantastic work.
You know, this really shows you just how important keywords are. For that first conversation, the word assignment was a huge clue. For the second one, hearing new boyfriend told you exactly who was talking. Credit card just screams shopping, doesn't it? And of course, Mercedes points you right to the cars. Listening for those main ideas really does make everything so much easier to understand.
You have done an amazing job with listening, so you know what that means. Now it's time to speak. We're going to check out a couple of fun games you can play to really practice all the English we've been reviewing. First up is bingo, right from page 56. Here's how it works. One person is the caller, and they say a sentence that describes one of the pictures on the game card. Everyone else listens and covers the picture that matches. The first person to get 4 pictures in a row shouts bingo. So, for example, the caller might say something like, "She works in a hospital," and you would look for a picture of a doctor or nurse to cover. It's a really fun way to practice.
Next on page 57, we've got a mime game. This one is always a good time. One student mimes or acts out an action without talking. The other students have to guess what they're doing. But here's the key. You have to ask the question in a specific way. You have to ask, "Do you?" and then the action every day. So if someone is pretending to play the piano, you'd ask, "Do you play piano every day?" And the actor would answer, "Yes, I do," or "No, I don't."
All right, let's wrap up our review with one last activity from page 58. It's called the language game, and it's a great way to test your memory by matching up questions with their perfect answers.
Here's how you play. It's basically a memory game. You choose 2 numbers from the grid on the page. Maybe one number is a question, and the other is an answer. You're trying to find a pair that fits together. For instance, say you pick number 4. The question is, what does he do? Then you pick number 23, and the answer is, he's a bus driver. See, that's a perfect match.
Before we finish up, let's just make sure we've locked in some of this key vocabulary. First, we have occupation. That's wadifa. You could ask, what is his occupation? Then there's salesman, which is ba'e. Like in the sentence, the salesman was very helpful. And assignment, wajib midrasi. For example, our English assignment is due tomorrow. We also talked about free time, waqt al-faragh, and activities like tennis, and shopping, tasawwub. Let's keep going with our second batch of words. Possessions, that's mumtalakat. You could say, my most important possessions are my books. Expensive, bahud al-thaman. For example, that car is too expensive. Then, credit card, bitaqatu i'timan. You might ask, can I pay by credit card? And we also heard a few specific items, like sweater, sutra, uniform, zi resmi, and a minivan. Remember, using these words in your own sentences is the absolute best way to make them stick. And that brings us to the end of our big review of Unit 10. We've covered a ton, from jobs to shopping, and we've practiced with listening tasks and some really fun speaking games. The most important thing now is to keep practicing. So I have one last question for you. Which of these review games, bingo, the mime game, or the matching game, are you going to try with a friend this week to practice your English? Thanks so much for joining me, keep up the great work, and I'll see you for our next one. Goodbye.